this is really the start of greater things to come. There are now pastors and churches contacting me because they realize they can no longer reconcile this because they're finding more and more scriptures in the Bible that are altered. So now they're calling me to come and speak to their congregations about this. So God's will be done.
So all these people telling me I'm going to hell, you better be real careful about what you're saying. Because you're showing me you're literally having pleasure in unrighteousness. And that you have no true love for the truth. I'm giving you all the proof I can give you. You can't refute this stuff. You can't put this genie back in the bottle. You can't deny all the evil, wicked garbage that CERN and D-Wave quantum computers and all the mass witchcraft that are doing. How to tell someone about Bible changes in the Mandela effect. Here's a Bible quiz. So this is something you can do to try to show somebody. Now, I'm not if you do any of this, I would suggest that you, at bare minimum, pray a lot before you even try to show anybody this stuff. Because I'm telling you, from what I'm getting, the feedback I'm getting from people, they'll look at it for like 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden a glaze comes over their face. And they're just like, they tune out, and it's almost like something else takes over. And then they won't even look at it. And then they'll just say, well, I must have misremembered. And they'll walk away, and they won't want anything more to do with you or any of this. I'm telling you, it's demonic. Is that of God? Is God making that glaze come over them? If it really was God, why wouldn't they rebuke you? Why wouldn't they show you how wrong you are and set you in your place so that you're back on the straight and narrow with the solid rock of Jesus Christ and not being deluded and deceived? Why wouldn't they do that? They have no desire to do that. They just want to get away from you. Because those demons that are influencing them to not even look at this are doing that. People are like in demonic autopilot. The first time I tried to bring it to a friend's attention, I spent an hour going over all these weird words in the Bible, well, as they interpreted it, and she thumbed through her Bible, looking up verse by verse. Every time I asked, don't you find that strange to be in there? She would look up the text in the concordance and then give me the real meaning. The concordances have been changed, guys. All the underlying words where a word's weird now in the Bible, where it's like, that doesn't fit, it's all been changed. So don't expect to get any answers there. She would look up the concordance and give me the real meaning. This went absolutely nowhere and left me shocked and dismayed that she didn't think it odd that men have breasts now and are called nursing fathers and are told to nurse their children, which it says now in the Bible. The men give suck to their child. Having breasts full of milk. It says that. It says the exact thing. Two different men that die in two different ways. One having bones full of marrow and breasts full of milk. And the other man dies in this lowly estate. They're both men, not God we're talking about. Okay. God doesn't have breasts either full of milk. He proceeded to talk to me about how the different versions have different words. I just came out and told him that it's not about that. I've witnessed words in my own Bible changing from one week to the next. Just like my listener who just emailed me about turtles and turtle doves, where the audio recording was still saying turtle doves, and then the next week it said turtles. I can't tell you how many of those emails I've got from different unrelated people, where they're like, I check my Bible, I go to get my phone to take a picture, and it's different. And I was relieved one minute and totally freaking out the next. I've gotten so many of those. Oh, is this just some agenda to deceive me so I'll deceive others? These are people that are totally unrelated. I've gotten emails like this over and over again because God's confirming this to me over and over again. And now the changes are becoming so egregious. I mean, it's like the nose on your face. How can you deny it? But they're still denying it. And they're going to keep denying it, a certain swath of the population. Then he goes on to say, he even threw in the Wizard of Oz. Like now the Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man's carrying a gun now. A literal silver revolver in one of the scenes. A silver revolver. In the Wizard of Oz? What? Yeah, carrying a gun around. I'm going to plug somebody full of holes, I guess. I don't know. And yet he prayed with me, mentioning eyesight and other things, like I couldn't see very well. Because it's always going to be, let's turn it around and make you look like you're the bad guy. You're the one misremembering. I'm the pastor. I know what's best. I am the shepherd. You don't really know. I went to seminary. How dare you question me? I have my own church. I have my own congregation. Do you know who you're talking to? I thank God I wasn't seminary trained. I thank God. He advised me not to chase conspiracy theories all around the internet. Quote, oh, of course, you have to throw that in to demonize, as it was a waste of time. He was sympathetic to what I was going through, but he did not grasp what I said. In fact, I think he thought I had lost my mind. Don't be surprised if pastors don't even want to crack open their Bibles to see if you're right. They don't, because if any of them acknowledge any of this stuff, even the cultural changes, because if you acknowledge any of the cultural changes, well then, whoa, how can you not potentially look at the biblical changes? Nope, we'll deny it all. Deny, and if that doesn't work, demonize. That's what we'll do. I can't tell you how many witches have tried to astral project in here to kill me. Told me outright, openly, that they have. Black-eyed witches that have emailed me. I've got into all this in my other studies. I'm like, bring it. Let's do this. Let's see whose God is stronger. Let's see whose God is greater. It's not because I think I'm so big and bad, but I know God is. Don't be surprised if your pastors don't want to crack open their Bibles to see if you're right. I call it the stick your head in the sand theology. Sad to say, but even if they can't open their minds to considering the supernatural Bible changes, then I say they're not watching as they should be. Luke 21:36 says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. And being accounted worthy is a big part of all of this.